Hello, how's everybody doing? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Let's get this screen shared. Hey, Mayor, thanks for being here, bud. I appreciate you. As usual, I appreciate you. Okay, well, first of all, freaking don't even get me started on AI. I was having a bad morning this morning because AI had something screwed up. Well, what AI had screwed up, I figured they had a price wrong or something. That was just the tip of the iceberg. I've been jacking with this for like 2 hours. And I find anyway. So here's my apologies. K yield was never up. Freaking Claude made that up. Um, K yield is the closest to being up, but Claude was estimating and hallucinating. And anyway, K yield is the closest to being up of the divas, but right here you can see it's still down 3.28%. I make a spreadsheet that I show you guys also. Right here, blocks, or Alti, whatever the stock is, I have with the change for the day. Like for instance, Alti is down 53 basis points for the day, and Alti's total return is negative 16.36. So all the AI has to do is go get the number from here and put it in here, but that was evidently too much, and it was just making shit up. Anyway, hey Bon, how are you doing? Thanks for being here, bud. Jackson, what's going on, buddy? What's going on, buddy? Come here. Come see me. Come see me. You want a treat? Come here. Come here. Come here. Jackson. All right, go play with it. All right. Anyway, but AI's been making me mad. I mean, because it's supposed to save you time, and it doesn't save me time. I spent 2 hours to fix it, and it should have been right the whole time. And tomorrow will be messed up again. Like I say, I may just stop doing the diversified divas. It's fun to track them. I love doing it, but it's just it's just not worth the trouble. Anyway, all right. No one even cares about the divas. I'm the only one who likes Alti anymore. Out of all the people I know, I'm the only person that likes it. Very few people like blocks. No one likes ULTI that I know of. And K yield, of course, everyone, a lot of people like, but hang on a second. Hold on a second. So yeah, the divas. I mean, AI just has a lot of promise, but it just anyway. All right, let's look at some other stuff. Bond is saying it was close to being green total return. I mean, it's close. What AI was doing is they were supposed to be looking at this spreadsheet I generate. But I got them to finally admit, because I want to know how, I want to know but now I finally got them to admit they were taking, the last time I gave them the right number, they always ask me to copy and paste the spreadsheet over. And I say, no, you don't have to do that. I give you the link to this. This is published to the web. Just go here, pull the number off here, and publish it. Well, they just refused to do it. So they got the link like a week ago. We were having the same argument. I copy and pasted all the numbers for them, so they got the current total. Well, in the past week, what they've been doing, say Alti was down 15%. The next day it lost 1%. The next day it lost 1%. They would say down 17%, but that's not the way percentages work. They're compound. They aren't additive. Or anyway, so I finally got to admit they're just making. I mean, just beyond frustrated. This should be the simplest thing in the world. I just don't understand it. All right, let's look at the market. All right, well, the market bounced into the end of the day. Unlike AI, which crashed, like Claude, crashed and burned into the end of the day, the market actually bounced and finished on a positive note, unlike Claude. So that's SPY. Here's Qs. The problem is though, when my freaking stuff doesn't work, then I don't have anything to show though. That's the whole show that I do is dependent on the diversified divas working and this other stuff. And when it never works, I'd just be better off if I'd just be better off using all the time I saved and just showing you guys this spreadsheet. I mean, here's the daily percent change on this spreadsheet. These are every day. You can see the days as a group. I kind of like to look at this and kind of see the trend. But you can see it was a great day for ULTI and not so much for the other, or not as much for the other ETFs. But then we can go over here to the rolling total return. And we can see here, Chippy's above. Chippy and Q's are above. Are above zero. I'm sorry, Chippy and SPY are above zero. Next, in third place is Q's, and then tied for fourth place is K Yield. Well, not tied. K Yield and QLDY. K Yield is third, and QLDY is fourth, down 3%. And then we have, you know, they're a GPTY. Now, I know this graphic sucks, but if I just did like this, then I wouldn't bitch about AI. At least this works. Maybe we'll just start doing this every day. Well, this is what it's doing. All right. Let's look at the index buffer report. All right, feed and 5E. Oh, the feed and 5E rule is not working today. Feed and 5E are not either up the most or down the most. It's actually Y-SPY, and it's down the most. Z-Vol is actually down, but everything else is pretty much in line with the index. SPY dropped 0.5%. Most of the ones that track the SPY dropped about 70 to 80% as much. Some of them did a little better, like SPY-I only dropped half as much. Some of them did a little worse, like SDTY from YieldMax, which exceeded its, well, yes, which exceeded its parent's loss. Good job, YieldMax. Jackson, what's going on? Hang on. All right. All right, over here in NASDAQ land, let's see, the best performing NASDAQ surrogate was ULTI. Great job, ULTI. I mean, I'm happy to see it. LFGY also did a good job, up 1.2, and then we have YQQQ up 1%. I have a little of that. We have Alti down 2%. How's Alti down 2%? I don't even have time to get in the middle of it. All right, I'm going to go. This show's going off the rail. I'm going to go fix my AI. Plus, I have a dog birthday party to go to here in a second. I'll answer questions you guys want to, but none of my stuff works, just like always. How did blocks end up down? A good question. And because AI sucks and can't do anything right, I can't tell you. I should be able to tell you. That AI can't, I mean, I should be able to tell you. So here's the performance dashboard. Let's look here. So, yeah, blocks, for whatever reason, they didn't put Claude didn't put the holdings in there. He said, I need to upload them, but I uploaded them last night. I mean, it's just Claude's it's just Claude for you. So I have no idea. Good question. Good question. And how did Alti go down today with the market being up? I guess I could go back to my spreadsheet that actually works. Let's go see. So, Alti closed at 37.56, but paid a 52-cent dividend. So that's like 38.02, but it started the day at 38.28, so it dropped 20 cents. Yeah, I mean, Alti was legit down. I'm just checking the math since Claude's such a liar. But yeah, Alti was legit down. Blocks, on the other hand, went from 2004 to 2002. Blocks lost 2 cents and didn't pay a dividend, according to this. Let's go look at it here. But yeah, good question. How did that happen to Blocks? How did Blocks lose 2 cents? But they did. This is one of the numbers that's right. Now the good news is it's up after hours, right? All right, yeah, but I don't know how the heck Blocks did that. I don't know how the heck Blocks did that. All right, sorry this report sucked. Sorry the one this morning sucked. Anyway, all right, I'll be back tonight, maybe. I mean, you never know. I don't understand why it's so hard to freaking get good help. I mean, just anyway. Claude already made me my graphic for tonight, last night. So I'll be here tonight, unless I get in there and I open it up and find out it's jacked up, which will probably happen. It'll probably happen. I'll find errors in it, but it's 50-50 on whether I'll be there tonight or not. ULTY up $3 over last month. ULTY never went up $3 over a month. Yeah, good point. Good point. Good point. Now, are you talking total return or just you're talking just NAV? Yeah. Well, let's look at just NAV. Let's look at just NAV. All right. The best Alti ever did was go from $54 to $64. It went up $10. That'd be the equivalent of up $5.40 to $6.40. So yes, actually, Alti has gone up that much before, because actually you would see here, Alti went from 54 actually in less than a month to 63, up 9. Yeah, so it can go up. It's just been a while. It just needs Bitcoin to go up. Alti's not going to. I mean, it needs Bitcoin in the market to go up. Anyway, it's doing better. But yes, Alt-I is doing better as well. I'm not disparaging Alt-I. I am not disparaging Alt-I at all. Because Alt-I went from 14 to 17. So it's up $3 on something that costs 14. The other one that we just looked up was at $1 on something that cost 5. So it's, yeah. So anyway, it can move that much. It just doesn't happen that often. Yeah, I'd love to see that price movement from Alti. You know what I'm most excited about is K-Yield, because if you just look at all four of them, they're all four of them trying to do the same thing, similar things, fishing from the same pond, similar stuff. And it's impressive that K-Yield is even though it's not up, it's impressive that K-Yield is stomping the other ones. But yeah, pay the piper 911. I absolutely agree 100%. I agree 100%. And this was the old build. The old build of ULTY was pretty much 150% correlated to Bitcoin. The new one isn't. So the new one is more like K-Yield. I really think now I think that ULTY and K-Yield, as far as strategy and stock selection, are similar. And I think ULTI and blocks, as far as risk level, stock selection, and not really so much strategy, are also somewhat comparable. Trying to think if I have anything else to talk about. Well, I'm all for ULTI, but I don't understand why they got themselves in such a hole off the get-go. these guys just did not hedge for the first couple of weeks. So pretty much they get full upside and full downside, unlike other income type option strategies. They get full upside and full downside on ETFs or stocks that are 3 times as volatile as the overall market. So sure enough, the market dropped 5. They were down multiples of the market. And that didn't happen. That's why I like ULTY. ULTY hedge. ULTY didn't drop near as bad as ULTI did back then. Not nearly as bad. So, I mean, it's one of the reasons. I'm more worried about the downside than the upside. The upside will take care of itself. Now, gosh darn it. I was going to try to show. Yeah, so you can see how much better ULTY did because of the callers. I mean, that's ULTY is one of my favorites. It's probably my 4th favorite. It used to be my 1st favorite, but now better ones have come out. I really like blocks, and I really like QLDY, and I really like K-yield. But then ULTY is after that. But it does really well in a down market. So, all right, pay the piper. Yeah, we definitely agree with that. Pay the piper not on the same page. It sounds like. Are you able to determine why ULTY has gone up? Well, if the spreadsheet worked, this diversified divas keeps track of their positions on a daily basis, and it shows. It's just not working right now, but it shows what they're up and what they're down. But yeah, the stocks they've been buying. Let me go find an old one from one that worked. Let's just go back a couple of days ago, just to show you. Diversified divas all in one. Okay, so I'm going to say because the stocks they were picking are doing, the reason it's up so much is because they're doing a great job picking stocks. The covered calls have very little, the options has very little to do with the return of these things, with the total return, in my opinion. That being the option selling strategy determines the yield and stuff. But if total return's what you care about, forget about the options. Just pick, find the ones that have the best stocks. This month, ULTI has had the better stocks. And I just pulled up a random day, and this was their stocks on that day. And you can see, look, they had one stock that was up 10%, ASTs. What it is, they've caught the bounce. They're all in on Bitcoin. I mean, on DeFi, and they've caught the DeFi bounce. DeFi's bounced this month, and so are they. And I'll tell you this, I bet you blocks it's up just as much as ULTY is this month, if not more. Let's see here, BLO. But yeah, I think that's what it is. They're on the right side of the crypto trade. Same percent scale. Boom. Okay. Wow. Look at this. ULTY and blocks look pretty much identical. Are there 2 lines in there? Yeah, there are. Holy cow. I may have done that wrong. Am I comparing the same? But you guys saw that, right? Anyway. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. All right. So, okay, this is all 3 of. Oh, this is. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry about that. I was just trying to get something else to come up. Okay. Anyway, hopefully here in a few days, K-yield will be legit green and not just some, hallucination from freaking Claude the moron. Hopefully it'll be legit green. I almost made content on it today. K-yield goes green. I'm so glad I didn't. I think I would have figured it out before I made the content. But anyway, hopefully in a few days like that, we'll do that for real. So what day is it? It's Wednesday. So what do we have? We have Thursday and Friday. All right. I can't believe another week's up. All right, guys. Well, I'll be back tonight. It's Tesla Tuesday, so we're going to look at on the daily factor. We're going to look at Tesla surrogates, Nvidia surrogates, Coinbase surrogates. I think it was those three. Yeah, and we'll talk about those, and we can talk about anything we didn't cover today. I'll probably be working on this freaking Claude the moron the whole time, and so I'll probably hopefully have Claude fixed by the time I come back on. So we'll probably be talking more about the diversified divas. Then also we'll look at the whole universe of ETFs. Also, we'll pull up everything from stocktools.app and we'll check it all out. So be here about 8 tonight, which should be 9 on the East Coast. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to go to this dog's birthday party now. I'll take a picture and I'll show you. Maybe I'll upload a picture later. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I will talk to you later.